yeah, I accept that it's wrong.
Great, thank you, Tony. Very kind. Who's next? Hi. Sorry, I don't know your name. Just tell me your name and spell it.
Alistair.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's Alistair. It's A-L-E-I-S-T-E-R.
What's your second name, Alistair?
Crowley.
Crowley?
Yeah.
C-R-O-W-L-E-Y?
That's right.
Yeah. So, £20 a time for cycling on the pavement. Is that a bit steep?
It is a bit steep, yeah, if you get caught.
Do you think it's something that is necessary, though?
There are occasions, sometimes you have to use the pavement. I mean, there are some routes around Soho, especially that it's the only way of getting from A to B sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I'll try and keep to the road, but there's been occasions where you have to.
Right. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm just going to stop for a moment. Okay. So, do you find yourself cycling on the pavement quite a bit?
It's very rare, but sometimes you have to.
Why is that?
Because the one-way system around Soho is really difficult to negotiate, and sometimes you do get stuck from, you know, a particular job. That's the only way of doing it.
What do you think about getting stung for 20 quid every time?
Well, it's a morning's pay. And a day like today, it'd probably be a whole day's pay.
Right. Yeah, just move the camera slightly. So, is £20, is it going to stop you? Are you going to continue to cycle on the pavement?
Well, I'm always really careful because I know there is, you know, they do catch you. So I try and keep to the road as much as possible, but there's sometimes you have to take the odd alleyway here and there.
That's great, thank you.
Pedestrians there, don't you?
Right then. Just remind me of your name again.
It's Alistair.
Alistair. And Alistair
Crowley.
Crowley. C-R-O-W-L-E-R.
L-E-Y, yes.
L-E-Y. And Alistair, A-double-L, is there one L?
Oh, A-L-E-I-S-T-E-R.
Superb. Alistair, you've come up with something quite interesting for us here. This is a cycle lane off Tottenham Court Road. And what's wrong with this cycle lane?
Well, basically it appeared one morning, and as you can see, it cuts right across the corner of this pavement and goes straight into the crossing just on the corner of Howland Street. So it's completely unusable because it just goes straight into the pedestrians waiting at this crossing.
Is it likely that the pedestrians will be charged £20 a throw for standing in your cycle lane?
Well, I wouldn't mind if they were. And then perhaps they could put the proceeds of planning better cycle paths.
Right. Alistair, this is a cycle path off Tottenham Court Road. What's wrong with it?
Well, basically, as you try and use it, you just go straight into the pedestrians waiting to cross on the corner of Howland Street.
Right. Is it likely that the pedestrians are going to be charged £20 a throw for standing in your cycle path?
Well, it'd be good if they did, because hopefully the proceeds would go towards building better cycle paths.
Right. Is that what London needs? More cycle paths?
Sorry?
Is that what London needs?
Yeah. There's not enough money or planning gone into making good enough cycle paths.
Okay, thank you, Alistair. That's great. Good, thank you. don't even need to know your name or anything. I just
Okay.
need to ask you what you think. So yeah, on the spot fines, is it a good idea?
I don't think so. I think that cyclists should respect the rules of the road, and I don't think they should be on the pavements, even if it's inconvenient. I do think there should be more cycling paths in London, though. I really do.
Right. Is it difficult to get around London at the moment?
Very difficult, and it's dangerous if you're a cyclist. I can understand that the needs don't necessarily coincide with those of vehicles, but it's really tough for cyclists. You have to be incredibly careful.
Right. You presumably are not going to cycle on the pavement anymore, or at all.
Well, I never do. I get off and walk my bike. I know I sound really boring, but I just think that's the only fair way to go about it.
And presumably, some of the time you're a pedestrian as well.
Sometimes I'm a pedestrian, and cycles can be scary. I mean, they can knock you over. It can be dangerous. You got young children, you got older people. I know I sound boring, I sound old, but I have children myself, and I just think it's just not fair.
Can I just do that? Sorry, I'll just Yeah, go on, go Matt, go on. Go on, tell me what you think about cycling on the pavement.
Well, I think it's bad, actually. And I would only do it in very unusual circumstances.
Do you think it's fair that cyclists should be charged £20 a time?
Well, probably a lot of cyclists didn't have that much on them, so I don't know if it's being reduced.
And would you still continue to cycle on the pavement from time to
Well,
time?